If you want to make money with copywriting and you don't have any experience, you basically have this problem. You need experience to get clients, but then you also need to get clients to get experience. It's the chicken and egg. And this is actually a really easy fix if you understand what I'm about to show you. So I've got a simple 3-step system I'm going to run you through today to help you start closing clients without experience. And finally start making that freelance copywriter money. So the first step is to understand how famous YouTuber Casey Neistat got hired by Nike. Casey went on to become the biggest vlogger in YouTube history, and if he can use this method, we can apply a similar approach to getting copywriting clients.
Companies that we wanted to work with that would never hire us, we just would make the fucking commercials, put them on our website, and pretend that they had hired us. That's how I got my first job for Nike.
So just like Casey made fake Nike commercials to show off his skills, you can start mimicking the emails of companies that you'd like to work with. This essentially solves that chicken and egg problem that you're facing, because every single client is going to ask for a portfolio of the work that you have before they hire you. A portfolio is just a file of all the best work that you've done so far as a copywriter. So here's how you can put one together that lands clients with no experience. First step is go to a website called swiped.co. This website is full of high-level copywriting that you can easily mimic. Now, the next thing you do is just sort by emails. And the reason we're going with emails is because they're really easy to write if you're a beginner, and clients are always looking to pay for emails. So just pick any one of these emails and go into a Google Doc and rewrite the same email with different words for a different product. And I cover a live example of me rewriting an email like this, which I'll show you where to get at the end of this video. I recommend you write at least 30 emails using this method, and you take the best 10 to 12 of them and put them in a separate file for your portfolio. So now that you understand how to get out of the chicken and egg problem, it's time to start actually making money. And to do that, you need to start landing clients, which, believe it or not, is actually quite similar to boiling a kettle for tea. And before I explain what I mean here and show you how to get clients, I highly recommend you check the link in the description, because I work with people just like you who want to get to their first 5K a month as a copywriter. Okay, back to the video. So first you turn on the kettle, and as you can see at the start, absolutely nothing happened. Let's watch the kettle boil. Then seemingly out of nowhere, the water is boiling. That's how starting copywriting feels. Nothing happens for a couple of weeks when you're putting in the work and it feels like nothing's ever gonna happen, but then out of the blue, you land a client and the water boils. Subscribe for more shit metaphors. The moral of the kettle story is just keep at it. You will absolutely land clients. But there is a way to speed this up and land clients at a much faster rate. First thing, you need to actually reach out to the clients, which is basically going to consist of you creating social media accounts and reaching out to the businesses that you want to work for. Once you find some businesses that you're interested in working with, you can send them a message. Now, I have got full video tutorials of how to do this on different websites on my channel, but this video I'm going to have to explain the basics to you before you move on to that. An easy to remember phrase is that people buy from people. People will buy from people that they know and they like and they trust. They would rather buy from a person than from a business. So this means you have to get to know the person that you want to work with a little bit and get them to actually like you. So build an actual relationship with the people you're interested in closing as clients. And then the trust part of them trusting you is what your portfolio is for. So that's why we just built that out. And it doesn't matter whether you're getting your clients from Instagram, from YouTube, from Reddit, from email. As long as you're doing these things, you're in the right foundations to actually close clients. Now, having successful outreach brings us to our next step of closing clients with no experience: the sales call. Most beginners get really nervous about this part, and it leads them to mess up and not land the client because they just fumbled the bag. But the first thing you need to understand about a sales call is that it is not a job interview. You are pitching this person on working with you in a partnership. They already are interested in working with you, otherwise they wouldn't have hopped on a call. And yes, the client is trying to determine whether you are worth actually paying, but you should also be determining whether this is a good client for you. Now, obviously at the start, you'll want to just make money. You won't care about that stuff. But over time, you'll get better at it because you'll realize that not every client's going to be great. Some clients are going to complain. Some aren't going to have a clue what they're doing, and you won't want to jump in with those clients. So if you're also asking questions to the client, that'll take a little bit of pressure off you because you won't feel like you're just being berated with questions, and you'll feel like it's a mutual conversation where you can both benefit. So an easy way to think about this is think of yourself on this sales call as more of a detective than a copywriter. You basically want to ask them a lot of questions about their business and figure out where they could possibly improve, and then you can pitch parts of their business that you know they could make more money in. So the first major problem they're going to have is, I don't know whether you can actually drive a return on investment for my business. So if I pay you, I don't know if I'll make the money back through what you do. And so you just need to calculate it. Like, you just need to figure out, okay, well, let's say I can make you an extra $5,000 in revenue from your email list this month. Well, would you consider just paying me on a performance basis where I get 50% of that revenue or 10% of that revenue and a base fee? That way you sort of hedge your bets with the person, and if you don't perform, you don't get paid. And you can also just position it in a way where, look, if you make even an extra 5K a month, like, you're going to be well worth your time paying me 1K. Another response to that is you can actually reference previous clients once you do have a little bit of experience, and you can say, well, look, this guy paid me like 2K a month and I made him an extra 15K a month. So there's a clear return on investment there. But if you don't have that at the start, you can't use that one, but you can definitely offer a performance fee share. Now, the next objective is unavoidable. If you're a beginner, they will ask you about your experience, and you could follow the Casey Neistat approach here and lean into a little bit of bullshit, a little bit of fake it till you make it. These companies who ask you, like, who have you worked with in the past, 99% of the time they're never going to follow up and actually find out if you worked with that company. So as long as you don't make a stupid claim that you made 100 grand for someone in a month with this email and that email, then they're not probably going to go crazy if you bullshit on this one. In business, you have to understand people are bullshitting all the time. Everybody is bullshitting. Think about a normal job. People in a 9-to-5 are bullshitting. They're sitting on their phone for half an hour in the bathroom because they don't want to do the work. And so it's the same with like literally any company. So if you get on a sales call, don't think like you're going to get murdered and followed up by the police because you bullshitted about a previous client that you worked with. Otherwise, you can just assure them that you do have experience, and you can be a little bit more vague about it, and you can just show them your portfolio if you don't want to like bullshit about that. And at the end of the day, they're going to know you're a little bit experienced. It's just going to come across in the sales call. So you can just offer a cheap price and they will probably hire you because they'll save some money by hiring you. So look, now that I've shown you how to get clients without experience, this video is honestly a complete waste of your time if you don't understand what I'm about to show you. Because getting clients is great, but if you can't keep those clients by delivering actual results for them, you're never going to make a serious amount of money with this stuff. That's why I highly recommend you watch the video on screen, because I'm going to teach you how to actually keep your clients and make money as a copywriter.